Good morning, students. Today we will be discussing the last step of agricultural practices, that is storage. After harvesting whatever the crop has been taken out or you have got from the harvest, those crops must be stored in a proper manner so that they can be free from pests, microorganisms and spoilage. So for that reason it is very necessary to carry out some important ways or to carry out some activities which will help in storage of the grains. Harvested grains have more moisture in them. If we preserve them or if we store them in the same manner, then those freshly harvested grains, they will get spoiled or attacked by microorganisms because of presence of the moisture. And hence it is very necessary that the farmers must dry up those grains before storing them, and that can be done with the help of sunlight by exposing those grains, exposing those freshly harvested grains to sunlight. Drying can be done easily, and once this drying process will be done, there will be no moisture, no spoilage, no development of the fungi, bacteria or the pests. Since all the crops or the grains that has been produced in such a large quantity cannot be used at the same time, they must be stored, right? They have to be stored in proper conditions, and for that two things are used, two methods. One, metallic containers, large metallic containers are used in which tons of grains can be stored at the same time, and the other one is using gunny bags or jute bags, gunny bags or jute bags. If the storage is done with the help of metallic containers, then those metallic containers are called as silos. And when the grains are put into the gunny bags or jute bags and stored in large godowns or sheltered places, then those places are called as granaries. So in this method, the large scale storage of the food grains is done with the help of metallic containers, then it is called as silos. If it is done by putting those grains into the jute or gunny bags and stored in a large area, then it is called as, then those areas are called as granaries. And also one more method is there, that is use of chemical treatments. Some specific chemicals are used. With the help of chemical treatments, microorganisms, pests can be controlled. So this is about the storage of the grains. Next thing, after discussing all these 7 steps, it is observed that not only plants, we are not getting the food materials or the food items, fruits and vegetables, cereals, grains, all these things from plants, but also we are obtaining food from animals. Food from animals. Which foods are we getting from them? So we are using meat, eggs, milk, fur. It's not for consumption, but the important, or you can say useful materials that we are getting from animals. Meat, eggs, milk, fur, leather, oil, etc. All these are the materials that we are getting from animals. So when large quantity of animals, any animal, it may be fishes, cows, sheep, goats. Even in some countries, pigs are also reared. So in this manner, several different kinds of animals, if they are reared on a large scale, then this process we are calling as animal husbandry. What is it called? Animal husbandry. So the definition goes like this: animal husbandry, it is the controlled cultivation and management of animals. Whichever the animal is being reared, it depends upon that, raised for food or fur. So whatever the animals that are being reared, that are being cultivated, it is done in a controlled condition. Since animals are, whatever the animals are there, they will be kept or provided shelter, food, and will be taken care by the humans. All the activities that will be involved in this animal husbandry will be in a controlled manner, so that whatever the output is to be obtained must be obtained in a good way and must be profitable. That's how animal husbandry is carried out. So this was all about the crop production, steps involved in agricultural practices, and finally, not only plants but animals also give us very nutritious objects and different kinds of materials that we require in our daily life. So we have discussed all the things. Here we have completed our first chapter. Thank you.